Good morning, students. It's Thursday. It's supposed to be a beautiful day for you to go outside a little bit. But first, I want you to take a look at this last fraction math assignment. Okay, we are going to pretend like we're in class and you're on the big whiteboards. So grab a piece of paper and a pen or marker or something and get ready. Number 1 through 5. Okay, now I'm going to call out the decimal, and then I want you to change it to a fraction. So I'm going to say each one of these one at a time. It'd be great if you could pause, but if not, you can write the decimal down with me and then change it to fraction because I'm going to reverse it in just a minute. Okay, number 1, 2 6/100. Number 2, 7/10. Number 3, 40 6/100. Number 4, 8 1/10. And number 5, 6 45/100. Now you know what I'm going to say. Change these to a fraction. Ready, go. Now hopefully you pushed pause and you didn't cheat. And here's the answer to your problems. 2 and the 6 is in the hundredths. The next one is 7 in the 10th spot. Number 3 is 40 6/100. Number 4 is 8 1/10. And the last one is 6 45/100. Okay, now we're going to do the game and we're going to reverse it. This time I'm going to give you the fraction and I want you to write me the decimal. So, get a sheet of paper ready. And go ahead and number 1 to 5. All right, so remember what I said. Fraction to decimal. First one I want you to write, 2 6/10. 2 6/10. Number 2, 8/100. 8/100. Number 3, 2 25/100. 2 25/100. Number 4, 9/10. 9/10. And number 5, 17 200. 17 200. Now I want you to pause and I want you to change these to decimals. Okay? Ready, go. Hopefully you just wrote all of the fractions into decimal form. If you did, here's your answers. 2 6/10. And 8 in the hundredth spot. 2 25/100. 9 in the tenths. And 17 200. So I want you to practice today doing those with me. Maybe make up some of your own. Change them from fraction to decimal, decimal to fraction. Now before we leave to end the week, I want us to do one spiral review. the last few weeks that we're going to be on Connected Learning Together, I want us to be able to do at least a couple of spiral reviews per week. So here's the first one I want to give you. 2 25/100 minus 76/100. Now remember, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to line up your decimals. You're going to subtract. Borrow. Remember to do your recheck once you've circled it. Now, just in case anybody has forgotten, I'm going to do the other few steps with you today, but next week I'm going to want you to do them on your own. So we know our answer right here, let's write it, is 1 49/100. So here's where you get to get going. All right, you're going to make for me the picture, the word form, the number line, expand it, and the fraction form. Okay, so a picture. You have one whole and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. So you have your picture. Your word would be 1 and 49/100. Your number line, you might want to put this between a 1 whole and a 2 whole, and you might want to mark the 1 in 50/100, and you know you would go 1 tick mark over to get 1 in 49/100. Expand it. Take your number, make sure you do your OTHs, give it its value, and then write 1 times 1 plus 4 times your 10th plus 9 times your 100th. And then our fraction form, super easy, 1 49/100. So make sure you watch this and study over it, because next week we're going to try to do 2 spiral reviews, so we're making sure that we're staying sharp, especially as we head into the summer. I hope you had a good week with Unit 6 fractions. Next week we're going to start Unit 7, and we're going to get to make dot plots and stem and leaf plots. I think you're really going to enjoy it, so don't forget to watch. Have a great weekend.